It's Kiss FM. Hysterical new movie coming out. It looks very, very funny. It's called Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. We're going to talk about that in just a second with Anna Kendrick. But first, she joins us now to tell us why she's not tweeting about The Bachelorette.
Oh, how dare you?
I mean, Anna, you let me down. Normally, you're tweeting all about The Bachelorette and The Bachelor.
Well, here's the thing. I did this movie, Pitch Perfect 2, a while back, and Jordan Rogers was in it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like biased. I'm tainted. I shouldn't tweet because I've got a horse in the race, kind of, sort of. I don't know.
I understand, but I thought maybe your interest was with Chad on The Bachelorette, the one that everybody's.
Oh, come on.
Everybody's
the
not.
Villain?
Everybody's not into this guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great TV, but. Yeah.
I saw this great video of you and Justin Timberlake singing, was it True Colors and some love songs in Cannes?
Yeah, we got to sing True Colors to promote Trolls. That was one of those things I never thought would happen, just singing a ballad with JT, like it's no big deal.
And hanging out with him, you realized how unfamous you were, they tell me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you think you're doing all right in the world. You think you're carving out a little corner of the universe to call your own. And then, then you do some press with Justin Timberlake, and you're like, oh, right, I'm meaningless.
Right.
It was basically, it was so cool and so amazing. But, when someone is that famous, you're like, holy crap, I ain't,
By the way, it reminds me of when I would sit down and do interviews with J-Lo for Idol, and we'd do it together, and they'd ask me a courtesy question, and then they'd ask 14 questions to her, and I'd be like, you're just sitting there.
You're holding her purse.
You're sitting there going, yeah, holding her purse, right. Holding her purse in her shoes sometimes for a change.
That's exactly right, yeah.
Anna, how many movies do you have coming out in the next 12 months or this year? Because it looks like 5 or 6 to me.
Oh, who knows? At
That's
this
amazing.
point, if someone was like, yeah, and aren't you in the new Batman movie? I'd be like, I don't know, maybe, probably.
Well, this looks very funny. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
It is really funny, which is weird because if I was the lead, I feel like I wouldn't be allowed to say that. But it's 4 people are kind of the lead, so I'm like, yeah, it's really funny.
It was. I'm guessing it was kind of fun to play an irreverent character.
Yeah, man. I usually play kind of the straight man, or the character who's a little bit savvier and kind of making sarcastic comments about how everybody's acting crazy. And in this one, I was the one acting crazy.
You're the crazy one. She's a crazy lunatic girl in this movie.
I know.
Yeah. She's the girl you find a nice girl to bring home to mom and dad, and then it turns out that she wants to take drugs and run around naked and communicate telepathically with horses and stuff.
It's the perfect role for your resume.
And you guys shot this all in Hawaii?
Yeah, we shot it in Hawaii. It was so great. And obviously, hanging out in Hawaii with Zac Efron, I was like, oh, Zac Efron is, built to live in Hawaii. He's, surfing and climbing up the sides of waterfalls and being, this tan god. And I was like, I'll be in my room in the air conditioning reading a book. It's not really, I'm the palest girl on the planet with the upper body strength of a dying fruit fly. It's all very non-Hawaii.
Oh my gosh.
I love her.
I want you to play you in the next movie.
Yeah.
Just play Anna Kendrick in the next movie.
Oh, oh, right.
Just play you. What's the book you have coming out? It's called. The title caught my attention because I felt like I could relate to it. Scrappy Little Nobody.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah. It's this book I wrote. Somebody let me write a book, which seemed crazy. I kept being like, I didn't go to college, right? Why are you giving me a book deal? They let me write this book, and it was so much fun. And it was hard and. But I just wanted it to be fun and entertaining and, kind of get all the crazy out on paper.
What's it about?
Hopefully that's what it is. It's just it's one of those things where there were definitely points where I was like, is anybody going to be interested in this? If it is just, it's not like I'm illuminating some great truth about the universe or something. But I was like, if anybody's interested in the crazy thoughts that go through my head, here they are on paper, available in bookstores in November.
The most articulate actress from Portland that's ever not had a degree on the air with us now, Anna Kendrick. Hey, you're awesome. Thanks for calling. Mike and Dave and the Wedding Dates in theaters July 8th. Congrats, and we'll talk to you for 6 more movies this year.
I can't wait.
All right. Take care, Anna. Thanks.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye-bye. She's the best.
She's awesome.
Right? Like,
yes.
She's very real. Hysterical,
I
though.
know.
All right, so that's Anna Kendrick there. The movie looks very funny. Tell me.